anything we want to talk about Chelsea there? I think literally Puz didn't even mean to, but he's basically summarised it in one go. Literally, Chelsea are on holiday.
It's a lot.
They got the FA Cup. They got the FA Cup final, weren't they?
They got FA Cup final. They just got over on Saturday. They got a new owner now, so they're not up in the air no more. They've got a new owner. So I just feel like, as Puz said, they're on the beach. I think they're just preparing for probably next season. I think when Rudiger announced that he was leaving, or Tuchel announced that Rudiger will no longer be with them, I think that was kind of stupid, because I feel like you don't announce those type of things when you're kind of like still trying to fight for third. You're still trying to finish the season on a high. That
it's not clever. Alonso hasn't said anything. Azpilicueta hasn't said anything. There's going to be a max exodus at Chelsea, I feel, this summer. There's going to be a lot of players that didn't renew. Again, obviously, I've got a couple of Chelsea fans, one of which is quite known on this channel. He doesn't want to hear about it, doesn't want to know. I think Chelsea fans are fed up that their season's just petered out.
Yay and nay, I would say. Because let's be honest, they're way behind Man City and Liverpool. They're way. So it's like where they are right now was kind of like the rightful place where they're meant to be. Third, isn't it? They're the third best team in the Premier League. So for me, it's just like see out the season as high as possible, on as high as possible, then kind of just regroup for the summer and go again, innit?
No, what I'm saying, Sim, is I think a lot of Chelsea fans are frustrated that their season has just petered out, in the sense of, all right, you're third, but secure that third, because Arsenal now, if you're not careful, will take third. So
okay, let's be honest. What's the difference between third and fourth? They're guaranteed Champions League. What is that?
Well, fourth you have to play a qualifier.
Yeah,
fourth you have to play a qualifier. So, but it's more the attitude. It's Sim. It's you know how it is. It's more the attitude. At the end of the day, a lot of Chelsea. I've watched Chelsea. It just seems like ever since Real Madrid, like Puz has just said, they've given up, and no fan wants to see that. That's what I just said. I said the fans seem frustrated that their season just petered out. Because
I think it's borderline Thomas Tuchel as well.
Yeah.
We're sort of seeing his bad management. I don't know what Chalobah's done to him. Chalobah had a brilliant start to the season. I don't know what he's done to him for him to be dropping him and playing Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta's been making mistakes after mistake after mistake, and he keeps picking him. So that's a bit weird.
That's the captain, though.
I hear that, but the captain doesn't have to
we are missing a big crucial thing. They didn't even know if they was gonna be able to compete. They just got bought Saturday morning. Like, not to say so.
To be honest, that's all cap. That's like we all knew Chelsea were gonna get bought by somebody at some point.
Sim, they have had about 8 buyers for weeks who have been wanting to buy them.
All right, guys, you've got to understand, yeah, there's a difference between someone buying something and someone. Okay, for instance, yeah, I would say we're relatively business savvy, yeah. There's certain things here we would probably buy to make a profit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe those 8 bidders for Chelsea were looking at it as like, I can make a profit, but for me to invest my money, do I really want to do that? You notice those 8 bidders went down to 1 or 2. Yes, eventually that was always going to happen. But from when we was hearing the LA Dodgers that was going to get bid for them, they got rejected. Then we heard, what's the British guy, the richest guy in Britain? He made a late bid. Like, we always knew that it was going to go to some sort of billionaire, but they wanted to get... Yeah, we always knew it was going to go to some sort of billionaire or consultant. And we always just thought to ourselves, at the end of the day, like, let's just crack on. For me, like, Chelsea, they don't know if they're going to be able to compete with these big boys next season, or They don't know because we don't know. I don't know anything about this new owner. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I slightly know who he is still.
Go on,
Okay.
Pose. Shed some light.
I follow American sports, innit? So that's why I know who he is. It's not just him that owns it. There's like 2 or 3 of them that's really involved in the whole move. So it's like
Another American takeover.
Yeah, exactly, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Now, when you're saying to me, when you're saying to me, Chelsea are performing bad, I'm like, are you not even? You're not even going to realize what
all their players know, innit? They've been looking at Arsenal, Man United for years and thinking,
thank you. They're thinking.
No, guys, you lot are capping, man. So what are they not looking at Liverpool as well? Come on, you can't say all American owners are bad. Like,
I'm not saying American owners are bad, but majority of them are shit. Yeah, Fenway Group, by the way, still wanted to go into the Super League.
Pause. We are not saying all owners to go into the We're not saying all owners are bad.
Excuse me.
I'm not saying all American owners are bad, by the way. It's just that I know how American businessmen think about English football. And for them, they do it to earn money. Let's be honest. Yeah. They don't look at it like, oh, we love the Premiership. They look at it as, we love the profit.
Tim, can I ask you a genuine question? Do you really think every single owner of a Premier League club is not in it for profit?
100%.
Nah, Roman Abramovich loved his football as well. So the Leicester owner.
Allegedly, Roman Abramovich is just using Chelsea to wash his money.
Okay.
Allegedly, what he does with his money is not what I was making a point. I wasn't making a point on that. I was just saying Roman Abramovich loves football, and he loved football. He wanted, however he did it, he was determined to make Chelsea win.
Yeah, thank you. That's what Chelsea fans cared about. He was willing to spend every single penny for Chelsea to win.
So do you think the Abu Dhabi people love football?
No, but they've got oil money.
Nah,
listen, Puz, it's not necessarily
that soon, you know, because
that's the reason
prices are up right now. Because
Puz, it works both ways, because these are savvy business people. Now you look at the ownership of Manchester City and PSG, that are the 2 biggest spending clubs in the world, and have continued to spend ruthlessly. Now, your point is saying is, do you think they love football? That's your point. Well, regardless of whether they love football or not, why are you spending all that money?
But Chris,
to be the best. To be the best and to win. And when you're the best, hear me out, when you're the best and when you win, what does that make you? Money. So whether they're doing it because they love football, or whether they're doing it because they just want more money, it benefits the team who wins anyway.
Chris, another thing what Puz doesn't realize is that, see, with Abramovich, for a guy that, as you would say, that he's probably in it for profit, he showed ambition for the first 10 years. He showed a different type of ambition. He set the likes of the Man Cities and the Newcastle. He set that type of level of
PSGs.
The PSGs. He set that, you know. So
yeah, he was the first.
When a man saying, okay, I might want
to... but look, bro, I understand he loved football and he was just wasting his money. Not wasting his money, but just willing to spend whatever in football. But like, all of them are willing to spend whatever as long as they win. Like, you lot can say whatever you want about Man United. Man United are pumping millions. You can say whatever you want about Stan Kroenke. Like, they've built a business model for Arsenal to be a business success. Like, we don't have to do what Man United are doing. We don't have to do what the new Chelsea owners might do. They've set a self-sustaining business model that we can. 150 mil. We can go and spend 150 mil.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Sim, let Puz land. I just want to. What's the point that you're making, Puz?
No, he's saying they don't love the club, or they don't want to invest or whatever. Or am I guessing wrong? Sim.
No,
Sim never said they don't want to invest. Of course they want to invest.
They want to invest, but what it is, they want to invest the minimum to get the maximum. That's what they want to do.
You're talking about, we're going back to the point about our American owners. Yeah, no. They do. Look, you can say the stupid thing about, say, Manchester United, not so much Arsenal. We've invested all that money, but we've done it wrong.
Yeah,
we've employed completely the wrong people to spend that money. But
people, not football people.
But saying that, Puz is right, because the people we did employ not only spent money on, but they made the money. So Arsenal are a money-making machine. Manchester United are a bigger money-making machine. We're a huge money-making machine. Biggest club in the world, United or whatever you want.
Bigger club than us. Like we can't even deny that. They're a bigger club than us worldwide. So you're always going to make more money than us.
No, but it's what the guys in charge have done to make that money. So they've made us a business maker, which is why as fans we're frustrated, because we know we make the most money on the planet. And yes, they do spend, but they spend it wrong, and they spend it at the wrong times. Like a couple seasons ago, perfect example. Sorry, let me land just 2 secs. Couple seasons ago under Mourinho. Now, Mourinho had just come second in the league. We obviously won Europa League the previous year before, doing really well. We've gone to Inter Milan. This is a player that he wanted. It's well coveted. Man United fans back me up on this. And Perisic, 28 years old, height of his power. Inter Milan wanted 45 mil.
Yeah.
Man United didn't want to go above 40 mil. Not because, and this is the point that Sim's making, not because we don't have the money, not because whatever, but we're stingy and we spend it wrong. So instead of backing Mourinho, I'm not trying to say that backing Mourinho would have been the best thing. I'm not saying that, but we don't know now. Back him, give the 5 mil, buy the player he wants. He wanted Koulibaly.
Do you know what? I don't know if you look now business friends, you know, because you're saying they're stingy to spend the extra 5 million. You know what 5 million is? I understand they make a lot of money, but if they're trying to hold out for a proper deal, then there's nothing wrong with that. If they don't want to spend the extra 5 million, like that's £5 million, you know, it's not small money.
No, but Puz, what you're trying to say there is, right? If I go to a shop and trainers are £45 and I say that I want to pay £40, but I love these trainers, I really want these trainers, and I walk out the shop.
But it's a whole different.
No. The principles
it's completely different. When you go to a shop, there's set prices. There's set prices.
No. Forget that.
There's set prices for those particular items. When it comes to football players, they're commodities. Commodities. The prices on commodities can be, it can be restructured. It can be rearranged. We can work out a deal.
No, Puz, it's nonsense, because at the end of the day, if a club has a break clause, for example, with Haaland, there's a break clause, 75 mil is a set price. You can't go in at 60 mil and hope to get him. There's the break clause. That's the price it is.
Well, hold on. The break clause for Haaland's not 75, bro. It's lower than that.
It's 75 million euros.
Oh, euros. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the set price. Pay it. And that clause will have to be triggered. Sim, are you there? You look frozen. I think we may have potentially have lost Sim. Hold on a minute. Oh, hold on. He's back. Oh, hello. You out there, Sim?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, Puz, what I'm trying to say is, all right, when you go McDonald's and you want a spicy McChicken sandwich meal, it's with a drink and chips, it's £7.49. You can't go to the tannoy and say, oh, I want to pay £6. I get that. But in my example, if I want something and it's £45, right? But I tell to the person, I only want to pay £40, and they say, no, the price is £45. Okay, cool. No worries. That's fine. And I try and he's not dropping. That's the price. It's £45. But I really want that thing. That thing is going to help me. That thing is going to help my business. That thing is going to take me to the next level. It's something that I really need, can help the team, all my advisors, all my people around me, my friends, my family, everyone around me is telling me that that is the thing that's going to help me. And I walk away. And then here's where it comes to bite. Did we suffer that season? Yes, because Mourinho was sacked by November and we had no wingers. So now the clubs, no. Now, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. No. I'm not saying. Puz, stop taking things so literally. I'm giving examples. You know the bigger picture point that I'm making. You know the point that I'm making. No.
You can't say don't take it literal.
No. Puz, what you're doing is you're trying to pick holes and make a point which, in a way, doesn't go against what me and Sim are saying. Me and Sim have just said very clearly that our owners, by the way, we're not saying, by the way, American owners are bad in general, but what we are saying is they don't spend money properly, they're stingy, and what you've said is they've created business models and created podiums and stuff. I don't give a shit about.
No, but I was talking in specific. When I said about that, I was talking in specific to Arsenal, and to an extent, Liverpool do the same thing. They just have a better recruitment system than everyone else.
Yeah, but who gives a toss? Who gives a toss about business model? I don't care that we signed a noodle deal with Nissin, noodle makers in Japan. I don't care. We've just renewed our dealership deal with DHS.
No.
I don't care.
I just want to apologize for anyone listening. We do care. So sponsorships. People follow us.
Oh my goodness.
we care.
I know what you mean. No, I care. But Chris, my whole point is, I think what it is, we're gonna go around in circle. My whole point is, Paz is looking at the business aspect of it. We're looking at it from a fan's point of view. My whole thing is, the reason why I say Liverpool's a great example. They don't spend massive amount of money, but one thing they do, they get footballing people in the club. So once you put footballing people in the club, in the club, you're gonna spend the money correctly.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Right. Do you think Arsenal, Man United, we don't try to sign footballing people?
Bro, we got rid of.
Considering what's at risk, do you think we're not trying to sign footballing people? Do you think that's what they go in? Do you think that's what they go in?
I know for a fact, and I can back this up. That
so they're hiring people that are not footballing people.
Yep.
To mess up the whole club.
Wait, guys, one at a time. Pause. You do know Arsenal got rid of Mislintat. They used to call him the Diamond Finder. You know, he was a rated star.
So do we know why Arsenal got rid of him?
No, as I said, we don't know. But do you know our scouting system now? Do you know our key scout now?
Who's our key scout?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Do you know?
No, I don't know, because I don't really look into that side 9 times out of 10, if I'm being honest. Since I started supporting Arsenal, I don't really look into that side.
No, but
things.
I do.
I understand, Arsenal are not going to go and buy, let's say, £150 million player. We may find one, but we're not going to buy one. The difference between the Man Cities and the likes of the PSGs and the likes of, let's say, Newcastle, they will go and buy one. Does that make sense, Chris?
But that's borderline. That's borderline ridiculous. I would never spend 150 million on a player. That's borderline ridiculous.
Why is that?
It's stupidity, bro. It's business stupidity, bro. It doesn't make sense. Wait, you think PSG? Do you think PSG have recouped the 200 mil that he spent on Neymar?
They haven't, but they did it. That's what I'm trying to say. They did it. Chris, you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, bro. Every Premiership owner, every owner of a top club will tell you that was a stupid move. Anyone that starts spending a certain amount of money. This is why we've been cussing Barcelona for the past how many seasons? No, but this is why we've been cussing Barcelona for how many seasons? They signed Coutinho for a stupid amount. They signed Dembele for a stupid amount. We cussed them. Everyone on this show cusses them for doing that and giving them a stupid wages.
My whole point is,
so it's like we're contradicting ourselves.
No,
Pause, let Sim talk.
No, I was finishing what I was saying, but go on,
Oh,
This is what I'm trying to say. Those clubs did it. For the likes of Neymar getting bought for 200 million, no, we don't think he's worth 200 million. But PSG did. I know what they probably recruit.
I don't think
some money. I wouldn't say all the money. They put,
Yo, Sim, I think your reception is off.
is dying out.
Your reception wasn't agreeing with what you were saying still.
No, literally, someone was listening to Sim talk there, boy, and cut him out nicely.
Sim, you there? Yeah, no, he's not there.
All right, we'll just carry on then.
It's
So
for them.
basically,
Hey, Chris, do you get my point though?
not completely. Explain it again. Just break it down quickly. Go on.
All right, look, club spending. Well, yeah, I'm talking about just in regards to the last bit. Club spending a stupid amount of money on a player it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, and I've listened to so many different club owners of small teams, of big teams, just speak about it and talk about how ridiculous it is that teams can actually do that. That's why everybody wanted PSG to get. That's why everybody wanted PSG to get capped when they spent so much on Neymar, because it's breaking FFP rules. It's madness. Who does that? Who spends 200 million on a flipping player?
I agree. Because I agree.
And
I agree.
Then you give him a wage. I understand that. I promise you, PSG are not making enough money as a club to pay all their players. All that money is coming from, elsewhere. It's not coming from the club. They're just trying to build a brand.
Allegedly.
200 mil. That's why also Wenger came out. That's why so many managers came out and said, look, it's not PSG that bought Neymar. It's, the country. It's Qatar that bought Neymar. Yep. Allegedly. Yeah.
So, Paz, I agree with you on that point, actually.
So I'm just saying, like, what we were saying was that, these people are not willing to invest, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. And I think that they are willing to invest as long as the price is right. There is no place in this world where a player should be worth 100 million. There's nowhere in this world where a player should be worth 100 million. Yep. It's extortion, Chris. It's complete extortion.
Yeah, but it is extortion, but no, it is. So is inflation, bro. This is what you lot don't understand. This is what, if that's what it's going for, that's what you're gonna have to pay.
Bro. I understand inflation fully. This ain't even inflation. This is just taking a piss. This is agents. This is agents and certain people just taking a piss out of football.
No, what Paz's point? The point that Paz is making.
And I can guarantee you, lot, that more people will agree with me.
Okay, you say that now, yeah. Okay, why do you think Haaland? Yeah, they say that Haaland deal will take up to 120 million or 100 million. Remember, his release clause is like 70 million euros. Why is that?
Yeah, but that's what the club has said. That's what Dortmund have said. That's why I'm saying it's extortion.
Why is that? Okay, they've said
that's why I'm saying it's extortion because of what everyone's done. Because of Abramovich. Abramovich started this shit. He literally started all this shit. Yeah. Sorry to swear, but for the kids listening.
Did you mean you not just say that at the beginning of this argument? We said Abramovich.
No, you did say that.
That's exactly
that. All I'm saying is a club shouldn't be forced to buy a player for like 90 mil or 100 mil. What? Because what? He's made. Look at Chelsea now. Look at Chelsea now. 90 mil on a piece of crap.
Oh my God.
Look at Pogba. 95 mil, however much you lot signed him for. All I'm saying is we shouldn't, like, Arsenal shouldn't be made to be like, what's his name? Man United shouldn't be forced to pay an extra 5 mil if they feel like the player's not worth 45 mil.
All right. Okay. Pause. You've made your point, and I personally think that those are two different points, because I actually agree with you whereby prices are extortionate and stupid. The money in football overall is stupid for the reasons that you've said: agents, wages.
That's why we do a football podcast. That's why we want to get into it, because the money's crazy.
Exactly, because it's ridiculous. It's stupid, right? All the rest of it. And then the point that you're making with regards to Manchester United and Perisic and paying the extra 5 mil, etc. Unfortunately, I disagree with you. It's one point we have to isolate this. This is one point. The reason why that was a stupid deal and you go and pay the 5 mil, hear me out, is because a few seasons later, hear me out, a few seasons later, one of the players in that same season that he wanted Perisic, Jose Mourinho, another player he wanted was Harry Maguire. What did we do? What did we do? 2 seasons later.
I was waiting for you to land that.
2 seasons later. So we got to the end of that season, having sacked Mourinho in November, hired Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He went on a mad run for 3 months. We're all singing Ollie's at the wheel. We appointed him and gave him a fucking 3-year contract because we are not football people. And then what did we do in his maiden summer? Went and spent 80 mil on the slab head. So on one hand, Puz, I completely agree with what you're saying. A club should not pay over the odds. A club should not be held over the barrel. A club should stick to their guns and stick to their principles and pay the right prices. Just like Arsenal should, Man United should, Leicester should, all clubs should do that, but they don't. Clubs like PSG and Chelsea and City, Grealish isn't worth 100 mil, and Chelsea and all the rest of it, they go and they spend these ridiculous sums and they just do it anyway. That's the point that Sim's making. And we all agree with you. We all agree with you, Puz, that that is wrong and shouldn't be done. However, you cannot hold up the I'm an honourable club flag. I won't pay over the odds. I won't do anything stupid 1 minute and not pay 5 mil for a player that we needed. For a player that we needed, yeah. And then less than 2 seasons later, go and pay an extra 40 million for a player we didn't need.
Thank you.
In the sense of, for 10 mil less, we could have got Koulibaly, who at the time with Van Dijk was the best defender in the world. So that's where me and Sim are disagreeing with you. But guys, we have waffled for 20 minutes on that point. But I definitely think that that segment alone, a lot of people are going to like us on that segment because I think all of us made. Well, yeah, but we all made really valid points there. We all agree that, you know, you shouldn't pay over the odds. But then at the same time, we're baffed because you do it anyway with stupidness. Even though it's installments, I don't agree.
Yeah, but you got to see who's doing the stupidness. We got to highlight the people that are doing the stupidness.
But we said that.
There's only a group of teams that are doing the stupidness.
No, Puz, because you said that. Do you think Man United and Arsenal are hiring people to mess this up? No, not necessarily. Yes. But they have, and I can break that down to you.
No. I know they have. We know they have. But I'm saying the intentions are not to hire someone that's just gonna fuck up and run around and spend all the money and commit fraud allegedly or do whatever in it. Right? That's not the intentions when they're sitting these guys down and saying, "Boom, we want you guys to run."
Well, Puz, if you can tell me what the flipping intentions were when Manchester United put Ed Woodward in charge as the CEO of the flipping biggest club in the world, mate, I'll give you an honor right now, mate. Just Jesus.
But you see,
I know why they did it. Anyway.
But that one,
I know why. Because
we know why they did that way. Who did he work for? Who did he work for before?
Machine.
JP Morgan.
Exactly. Who did he work for? Who's involved? Who's involved in the deal that was involved in the deal to buy Man United and it's JP Morgan? Like, bro,
it doesn't matter. We know why, innit? Because that go against the point that you're making. Manchester United did put a dickhead in charge, and whether they intended for him to make the club great or not. He, along with a few others, and I do know who's on our board. I do know the head scout. His name's Mike Scott. Second ago, yeah, he's just been recruited. He's been promoted after being at the club for 11 years because our head scout left. Thank you, Ralph Rangnick. Idiot, a guy scouting people like Aaron Wan-Bissaka for 50 mil. Dickhead.
Ralph Rangnick.
Anyway, you guys,
no.
Join me in the car.
What I'm trying to say is because of Ralph Rangnick, because of a bit of honesty for Ralph Rangnick, people and idiots are leaving the club, rightly so. Our head scout left, and we've recruited another guy from inside, been at the club 11 years, Mike. Good luck to him.
Because he's out.
No, I rate Ralph Rangnick massively.
Yeah, he said to you lot, I like the fact
I feel sorry for him still. Like yesterday,
I feel massively sorry for him. I feel massively sorry for him.